Welcome back. Namibians will commemorate Heroes Day on Friday, August 26th, the Battle of Omugulu Wambashe, which marked the beginning of the Namibian War for Independence in 1966, led to the selection of August 26th as the date. The location of the official celebrations changes every year, and this year's event will be held at Mariental in the Hardap region. With more on the importance of this day, I am now joined by the newly appointed Executive Director of the Ministry of Information and Communications Technology, Dr. Audrin Mathe. Thank you so much for joining us, Doctor. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
All right. Doctor, first things first, to find out more about the significance of Heroes Day, that is, of course, please let's talk about your appointment as ED of the Ministry of ICT. What do you bring to the table?
When we called upon to do service for our country, we accept, irrespective of what it is. It just happens that ICT, Minister of ICT, that's where I started my career at NBC, 1993 when I was a trainee. But I think where we are now is that I've had a lot of background in media and communications. I think it's another area that I have experience in. So nothing new, no surprises there. What we are able to do is to serve our country the best as we can.
Now, on Friday, the 26th of August, Namibia will celebrate Heroes Day. Talk to us about the significance of this day.
The day is very significant, and thank you for the question. As opposed to talking about ourselves, let's see what we can talk about our country. Is that the country is the day is very significant. This culminated the armed struggle for the liberation of Namibia. Many people lost their lives. So this day is dedicated not just for them, but for all Namibians who made sacrifices to ensure that our country is liberated. Many have lost their lives, others are still with us today. And we can't wait until they are also departed for us to be able to celebrate their sacrifices. I think our country owes them a great gratitude for the sacrifices that have been made. This cuts across the breadth and width of our country. This is not a party event. It's a national day. That's the reason why it's a holiday. People are able to take some time off and pay some remembrance to those that have contributed significantly to our country. There's also a perception that this country, this day is only used to honor those who were in exile. In fact, very many Namibian women, men who were inside the country also made some serious sacrifices that ought to be recognized. And I think that's the context in which I wanted to locate this conversation.
Now, the celebrations will take place in Mariental, the Hardap region, as mentioned earlier. Take us through the selection of the process of towns when it comes to hosting national events.
Well, and thank you again. This, as you know, the last time it took place before COVID was 2019 in Chivarongo or Zonjupa region. So the basis is this has been always to rotate these events, national events, a region. You will recall now that we just had independence celebrations in March in Swakopmund. The last minimum one took place in Windhoek mid-COVID. So it's a day that is rotating among the regions of Namibia, among the towns of Namibia. That's really how this was selected. It's not because of any reason other than that each region stands an equal chance of hosting one or other national day, so that people in those regions, they're able to celebrate the day closer to them. And this is not to be the last time that's taking place.
All right. Now, honoring our martyrs, heroes, and heroines is the theme for this year. What does it speak to?
Well, it speaks to the very many Namibian men and women who made some sacrifices, who continue to make sacrifices for the betterment of our country. As I mentioned, it's not political. This could be sports heroes. This could be academics. This could be artists. The day speaks to all of those Namibians who have done something for our country. So the theme speaks to that, honoring our martyrs, heroes and heroines of Namibia. We will I know that from the end of the media, they've been assisting us to take the message out, to explain what that means. We have designed a logo and theme that speaks to this day's importance. But also, you may know that when we launched the logo last week, we've also explained the fact that the logo always runs for a period of 5 years. What changes is the year in which that is celebrated. For example, next year will not be 32, it will be 33. As you know, this has been celebrated since 1990. So that's really the short history regarding the theme and logo of this year's event.
All right. So, Doctor, before we let you go, what is planned during the day? What can the nation expect?
The day, a lot of activities have been placed. We will be celebrating this day. I think I should say this. We'll be celebrating this day. We'll be marking this day in Mariental, Hardap region on Friday, the 26th of August. The activities, including horse riding, in conformity with the local traditions in Hardap region. We have, if I can use the opportunity also just to say that when the day starts, the head of state, His Excellency Dr. Hage Geingob, will be the main headline for the event in Mariental. For those who are unable to go there on their own, particularly in the Hardap itself and neighboring regions, we have made transport available to pick up people in the most rural parts of Hardap region. We know that there's some interest for people to come from out of the region. When that is possible, we'll certainly do so. We know that we received requests from veterans across the country to come to Mariental, and we'll make that possible as far as logistically we're able to do that. So we invite all Namibians from all walks of life, from all political persuasions, to come and pay homage to our heroes. No one is going to be turned away. The governor was saying to me the other day that they think they can accommodate 10,000 people, and that's a number we are looking at. This number, again, is for those that are able to come. Please come in big numbers. We'll make sure that you get hospitality from the governor of Hardap region.
All right. Thank you so much for those views, Doctor.
Thank you so very much indeed for having me here.
All right. That was Dr. Audrin Mathe, who is the newly appointed Executive Director in the Ministry of Information and Communication Technology, talking to us about the celebrations that we are expecting this Friday, the 26th of August on Heroes Day. Don't go anywhere. This is Good Morning Namibia.